SonicState.com.
Okay, hello there, welcome to the JazzMutant booth. My name's Alexis and I'm going to be demoing our new product, the Dexter. So, what we have is a fully featured DAW controller. Here we have 8 banks of faders with nice icons here to show us your EQ, your inserts. We have a pan, our overall channel settings, then our fader with mute, solo and record, with the track changing a different color to show you what mode the track is in. A really good feature here is we can solo different tracks across different banks and then bring them all together as one group of faders with these buttons at the top which filter different tracks, so all your muted buttons, muted tracks or solo tracks or record enabled tracks will come together on the screen as one group so you can work on them together. So let's go back to our mixer page. So here we are again. If I run the track, you can see straight away we get a visual representation of our VU meters of what's coming back. Scroll across to the other banks and we can see what tracks are playing and their levels coming out of the computer. Up here, this is how we scroll between our different banks, and you can see that the names of each track comes across so we can easily navigate to the different areas of the session. Just like the Lemur, with the Dexter we've got multi-touch control, so we can have different fingers controlling different areas. Scroll to our next bank of faders, turn up our lead vocal, bring up the guitar here, move back, turn up our master fader here. Now a really nice feature is we can zoom in on our tracks for more precise control, so we'll work and get a nice level for the vocal here, and then we can zoom back out to our normal level. For panning, we can switch all of our tracks into a global pan mode and our fader now becomes the pan. At the top is all the way to the right and at the bottom is all the way to the left. We can hear the vocal moving around. Turn us out of pan, go out to our guitars. Let's pan that one over to the right and then pan this one over to the left. Go back to our volume modes, find our bass. So now let's put some EQ on the bass guitar. Down here we can turn all of our parameters on, and you'll see in Cubase that the EQ comes up and we can change it down here. So we can also control the Q width of our EQ by pushing it up. And you can see we're changing the width here. Go back to that. Switch to another track to change the EQ on the guitar. Scroll through our different banks and you'll notice as we change tracks, so does the track change in the EQ on Cubase. So we've got a full visual representation of what's going on. And again, we've got the capabilities of multi-touch. So we can quickly get our EQ together, change our tracks quickly and easily. So we'll move back to our mixer page. And now we can go to our inserts. So this is what we have inserted. Here's the compressor, where we've got control again of the different parameters are labelled here, and we've got a feedback of the settings of where they are and what we have set. We can bypass that here quite easily. Back to our overall channel mode, and we've got our sends over here on our channel. So this is our send to our reverb, which you can turn on and off, and then back to our channel level. Solo that, so we've just got the vocal again. Change our EQ. Go back to our compressor. Maybe bypass that for the time being. bring back the whole of the track, go back to our mixer, EQ the ride symbol, and also with the EQ we can lock the axis, so we can now only change the boost and cut, and I can't sweep the frequency. Again, now it's free to be sweeping and moving up and down. I'll go back to the vocals so you can hear a bit better what's going on. Just rewind a bit. So that's locked, and we can do the same for the Y, so now I can just sweep at that set gain, turn that off, and then go back to normal, go back to our channel, and then down here we can go into our surround pan. On each of these surround sound images we have up to 8 channels, which we can either turn off up here, so we can just work on one track at a time, or have all of them so we can move things around as we wish. Scroll to our other bank, move these around, and then we can switch it here and spin everything around. Go back so we can move things around independently. Maybe only have it so we've got the drums on here. Move the drums around. Bring back some channels slowly. Now we've got our bank of 8. Switch to another bank. So we can quickly navigate between all our channels in our session. Then another great thing with the surround sound, in this mode, we can move things in and out from the center. And again, disable that so we can move them independently. Go back to our mixer. Fade out our track. So there we go. That's the brand new Dexter from JazzMutant, fully featuring multi-touch control for your DAWs. Thank you. We don't have a how much at the moment. We hope to ship it within 1 to 2 months, so by the end of the spring it'll be released. The price we haven't set on yet because we're still testing and developing. And yeah, I think you'll agree it's a really great piece of gear.
SonicState.com